Hey, Iyo!
Okay, so speaking of perspectives, realistic yung perspective mo, very practical ka, very attuned with the realities ng bansa natin. So let's go into the election because we met during the election.
Yes, we did.
How did you get into politics?
The first time I voted was 2016.
Okay.
18 ako nun eh.
Okay.
I voted for Noy.
For Noy?
Ay, no, 2016 ba? Ano, no?
2016.
Mar.
Okay.
2016. Kasi 10 pala si Noy. Sorry.
10.
I voted for Mar and Lenny.
Mar and Lenny.
Nag-roro ako nun eh.
Roro.
Pero noon, vote lang talaga. Hindi pa ako nag-volunteer kasi I was a new voter.
Oo naman, yeah.
So, nag-ano na ako noon, nag-roro. Mar and Lenny.
Nag-visit ba sila sa Pampanga?
I don't remember. Kasi nagboto lang ako. Hindi ako nakapupunta ng mga sortie or whatever.
Okay.
2019 ako nag-start nag-volunteer.
Okay.
For Ocho Diretso. I was in college.
Nag-Ocho Diretso ka.
Pero I haven't met Bam Aquino yet.
Okay.
Ang nami ko nun si Mar. We actually did a palengke run together.
Okay.
Sa Angeles.
Sa Angeles.
Tapos, 2022, syempre as you grow older, 2022, mas naiintindihan ko na yung mga bagay-bagay. Doon ako nag-start talaga nag-volunteer ng todo, yung house to house, all that.
I think everyone had that
for Lenny
level.
Kiko, diba? Doon ko na first na-meet si Bam sa Makati, sa yung finale.
Okay.
Then, fast forward 2025, talagang mas binonggahan ko yung volunteerism ko nitong.
Ano yung difference nung 2022-2025 mo? Kasi 2025, as in, kinakontak ka ni Sanasay.
2022, mas yung mga tao, mas invested sila in a way kasi may presidenteng involved eh.
True.
Ito kasi midterms eh, kaya hindi sila ganong baliw.
Yes.
Diba?
Oo.
The difference lang ngayon is mas gigil ako or tayong manalo kasi we suffer the loss noong 2022. So parang okay, we need to recalibrate. Na parang anong mali? What went wrong? What do we need to do better now? Like for example, guilty tayo marami dito. Noong 2022, yung let me educate you kind of rhetoric.
Yes.
Hindi pa nag-work 'yon, 'di ba? Tapos, marami sa atin noon, I myself, guilty, yung nakikipagbardagulan ka. Diba? Yung nakikipagbardagulan. Social media.
Sa TikTok, comments,
Facebook. Yung nakikipagbardagulan ka. Now, hindi eh. Hindi ka na nag-let me educate you.
Yeah,
Hindi ka na nakikipagbardahan. Especially, yung kinampanya natin, 2 kandidato lang. Para, we need to expand the tent eh. Yeah. Parang we need everyone's vote. So, hindi ako nakikipagbardahan ngayon 2025.
Good job.
Diba? Yun ang naging, for me, difference. Pero at least nanalo na tayo sa isa ng life.
Pero nung 2022, were you also parang regular din sa team?
I was hosting din for...
Parang were you working with the main team or volunteer groups lang?
So, nagkukontak ka lang sa akin. Pero I've met the principals na nun.
Okay.
I met the principal. So may nagko-contact lang kasi syempre kakalabas ko ng PBB noon. So medyo relevant pa yung name ko. Charot!
I think na-revive yung name mo after.
Hindi ko alam. Ma-revive mo o hindi, bahala kayo sa buhay.
So vote wisely. So ano yung what you call? Ano yung mga napuntahan mo during the campaign?
Manila, Pampanga, Quezon Province, Laguna.
Quezon Province, asan yung rally doon? Yung kasama si Lenny?
I was there.
Okay.
Pampanga, Manila, Quezon Province, Laguna, Tondo. I forgot the others. Basta I was everywhere.
Parang every day.
Pwede naman ako nag-Visayas and Mindanao. Hindi naman ako sa Luzon. Hindi na ako nag-aeroplano. Dito na ako sa Luzon nag-iikot.
Okay. Every day yun, like?
Mostly. Basta libre ako. Basta wala ako trabaho ng mga araw na pupunta ako.
How were you able to manage that with your work schedule?
I mean, kasi yung work ko, it's more of output-based.
Okay, that's
so good. As long as the outputs na hinihingi ng boss and ng client na bibigay ko sa given deadline, wala silang pakialam sa akin.
Okay.
For example, I have to submit this on Friday. Sabi ko ng Friday to. Kahit makampanya ako ng Monday to Thursday, basta Friday, bibigay ko to.
In the middle of the campaign, nag-work ka ba?
Hindi naman.
Hindi naman.
Oo, gagawin ko siya like, ika-cram ko siya, gano'n. Well, my boss and the clients are not complaining. So I did my
Good.
job. I got paid. Tapos sa usapan, tapos kampanya na ako ulit. Yun lang yun.
Okay. So, nung election night, how did you find out about the results?
Syempre sa news, hello. Charot. Pilosopo.
Philosophy.
No, yeah. Social media. Like parang, nung pero,
ano yung kwento? Like, were you having dinner? Nasa CR ka ba or something?
I was having dinner in Trinoma.
Okay.
Tapos parang, lumalabas na yung results. Parang, It wasn't, it's good. Kasi di ba ang projection natin nasa 10, 11, parang tayo nga sabi, basta 10, 11, 12 lang makapasok. Ako nga, I was praying even before the election night, like yung mga banda ng kampanya, like Feb, March, every Sunday or Saturday pa nag-anticipated mass ako or Sunday, lagi na sa prayer ko yun. Bam, Kiko, Akbayan, ML Party List. Sabi ko, Lord, kahit pang 11 at pang 12 lang po si Bam at Kiko. Kahit 11 and 12 lang basta papasok. And for the party list, kahit tig 1 seat lang. As in, please. As in, it's, ganun ako sa prayer ko. Basta makapasok. And then for us to make it to number 2 and 5, sabi ko, OMG, ang saya ng buhay. Diba? It was all worth it. Everything was worth it. So, ganun ko siya na lang.
Number 2 and number 5, pag grabe.
Oo, galing-galing natin kaya. Diba? Galing natin.
Galing natin.
Hello. Diba?
Okay.
And we deserve it. We deserve the win. After all
the Filipino deserves it.
After all the losses. Diba? 16, partially we won. We had many. 19, tambak talaga to the max. 22, talo din tayo. It feels good to have a win. Diba?
What was your biggest learning during the campaign?
The biggest learning I had during the campaign is it's really possible to win through volunteers.
Okay.
Yung na-lay na foundation noong 2022 na gamit ngayon. Kasi doon tayo na siya nag-volunteer. Now, we can actually win na hindi natin kailangan talaga ng billions and billions of money. We just need volunteers talaga. It's really possible. It's doable. Yun ang aking biggest learning.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I agree. Parang the kakamping base built in 2022 is really, I think, key for future elections. Kasi it got us a midterm victory. It can go places.
It's a base now.
It's a base na. Yeah. Something, I guess, something that wasn't there, or parang it hasn't happened in a long time. Parang last time nagka-base was maybe like EDSA 1.
Mga ganon, yeah. So, now, the kakampings are a political force, I would say. Like, do not underestimate.
Oo nga. I mean, you will always have these groups na parang, Duterte supporters, maybe even Pinoy supporters.
Yeah.
Pero it was never like a EDSA moment, diba?
Yeah.
I mean, it may have looked like an EDSA moment kasi ang daming tao pupunta. But then, to have, parang to focus on the values, I think that's something that I think was what made the kakamping movement very unique. And that's what, if anything, will solidify the base moving forward.
I agree.
So, moving forward, we're talking about, the term of the 20th Congress, and then eventually makaka-2028 election.
Yeah.
So, parang where do you want this movement to go moving forward?
Where do I want it to go? I want this movement to go to Malacanang.
And how do we get to Malacanang?
we unite together talaga. Like, practically speaking, I wanted to go to Malacanang. That's one thing. How do we go there? We start consolidating. Hindi pwedeng watak-watak.
Yes, I agree.
Like, join forces. Of course, I won't belabor those details here, but coalitions. We need to expand the tent. We need to be realistic, ha? Yun na sasabihin ko, ayoko nang kasi baka humaba ang usapan. We need numbers.
Yes, we need numbers.
We need people to win. And we don't get it kung hiwa-hiwalay. Kung watak-watak, kung nagpapataasan ng ihi or whatever. We win elections by having voters.
Yes.
Yun ang sasabihin ko. So, coalition building is the key.
Coalition building.
We'll cross the bridge when we get there, pero we expand the tent. Yun ang sabi ko, guys, we have to expand the tent.
Mhm.
And politics and elections, numbers game ho yan. Yan ho ang katotohanan.
Yep.
Maniwala kayo.
And
Compromises must be made.
and parang subtracting, I mean, by getting mad at people, you alienating
No,
people.
that doesn't work.
Hating on who people like, who people are super endeared towards, parang that doesn't work. No. Yeah,
We
I see
learned the
that.
hard way.
We learned that the hard way. I
It
mean,
doesn't work.
we can't succumb to that anymore. I agree with you also. But I think there's also a level of pero there's also boundaries din to that, syempre.
Oo.
Kasi if you're compromising too much to the point where ma-hurt yung tao, syempre that's
May mga non-negotiables ka pa rin.
mga negotiables. Oo.
Negotiables and non-negotiables.
And I think I trust naman our principles.
We
They
have-
will know.
Ako,
They will know
I
what
trust
to do.
naman din.
Diba?
Pero yeah, ganon.
Yes.
The question, again, to answer the question, I want the movement to go to Malacanang.
Okay.
It's the goal.
Okay.
We're playing the long game eh.
So, you're talking about, well, syempre, we're talking about the 20th Congress and then the road to Malacanang, no? And I'm sure with that dream you have, there's also a vision you have for like what you want the Philippines to be like. I mean, you have a lot of advocacies. What are some of these things you really care about that you want to be addressed more in our country? Well, parang politiko yung question.
Soji quality bill.
Aha.
Tapos I dream then one day that in the Philippines, we legalize same-sex unions.
Okay.
Sa mga nanonood po ng podcast or nakikinig, union po, hindi marriage kasi we
oo.
don't want to touch the beliefs and the principles of the church.
Oo.
Ano po, para madali maintindihan, kasal sa papel, mag-asawa sa papel,
Mhm.
para yung mga legal rights lang. Di ba nga, for example, let's say I have a partner for 30, 40 years na
Baka bang hospital ka or
may
something.
nangyari sa akin na
Oo,
hospital
yeah.
ako or nagkasakit ako, namatay ako. Hindi siya i-recognize kahit pa 50 years na kami mag-partner kasi nga walang papel.
Mm-mm.
At yung papel na yun yung gusto lang naming pinaglalaban. We're not asking for additional rights. Kasi the belief of the people is kami daw, we demand for too much. We're not asking for too much. We're asking for what you have. It's just the pantay. We're not asking for tax deductions or special privileges.
Oo.
It's too much. Kung sinabi namin, bigyan nyo
yeah.
kami ng LGBT tax exemption. Di ba? Yan yung mga asking for too much.
Oo
Pero yung,
naman, yeah.
diba, we are asking for SOGI para meron ng protection against discrimination. And yun nga, going to same-sex unions, yung nga, kasal sa papel. Legal, kasal sa papel. Again po, yung church, hindi na po natin pakikialaman kasi that's their belief and doctrines. Hindi na natin pwedeng galawin yon.
Yeah.
Church yon.
Oo.
Yung lang kasal sa papel. And one thing din na I dream for the Philippines is yung mag-progress naman kasi yung people do so much, people work so much and get paid so little.
Yes.
Sana yung sweldo ng mga tao na aayon sa tinatrabaho nila. And of course, one thing also that I dream for this country is yung healthcare na matino.
Mm-mm.
Hindi yung umaasa tayo sa mga guarantee letter ng mga politiko, yung para kang nagmamakaawa to get medical assistance,
Oo.
to get
Sobrang informal ng ng system.
yung kailangan patronage politics pumunta ka kay kapitan. Kasi kapitan, kung hindi kanya trip, hindi kanya ilalapit kay mayor, kay congressman, or whatever. Yung parang bakit kailangan magmakaawa ng very same people who actually fund these things.
Yes.
It's their taxpayer deductions, the taxes they pay, who fund these things, di ba?
Yes.
Tsaka, yung corruption na mabawasan. Alam mo, honestly, hindi na mawawala ang corruption eh. Hindi naman zero corruption eh. Bawasan lang natin kasi grabe talaga eh.
Garapalan na yung nakikita natin.
Oo, para lang ma-uplift yung lives ng mga tao. Yun ang dream ko.
Oo. And that really makes sense, no? Kasi yung inisip ko from other countries, yung healthcare system nila. It's either accessible yung insurance, hindi sila bound by Kasi wala silang pake sa kung sino nasa gobyerno.
Exactly.
Because they don't have to care. Because it's not, yung politics is not connected to healthcare.
Oo,
At
tsaka
the end of the day, it's up to, it's a mere transaction.
yung mga guarantee
Ano na
letter
yan?
na yan, di ba? Sobrang, bakit kailangan ko
Oo.
humingi ng guarantee sa'yo?
Oo.
Saan ba galing yung perang pinanggagaranty mong
Oo.
buwisit ka? Di ba parang sa akin din naman,
Oo.
sa mga tao. And alam mo, to people who benefit from nangungurakot or nandadaya kayo, nanlalamang kayo ng kapwa, isipin nyo na lang sa labas ng mga public hospital, yung mga nakapila, naghihintay ma-check up, walang pangbayad sa gamot, and then there you are living a luxury life, travel, shopping, nakatira ka sa mansyon, etc., at the expense of these people who can't even afford medicine.
Oo.
At wala silang panggamot sa kanilang sakit dahil sa inyo, dahil kinukuha nyo yung para sa kanila. Kasi grabe ang greed talaga ngayon. Kaya especially yung mga makita ko sa social media ng mga nepo baby na, excuse me, alam ko saan galing yung pinanggagastos mo, na ultimo ang bra at panty mo binili ng mga taxpayer, buwisit ka. 'Di ba? Sana mabawasan talaga yung pangungurakot sa bansang ito. Kasi di naman tayo poor. We're not a poor country. We're just being led by people who make us poor.
Yes.
Ganon.
And parang the inequality sa Pilipinas is very much caused by policies.
Yes, and yun nga, ang mga mayayaman hindi nasasatisfy. They want more. Hindi mo napansin yung mga, bakit ang mga mayaman sana silang yung mayaman? Hindi sila nasasatisfy. The hindi na kanilang craving na nasasatisfy. They keep on taking more. Ganun siya.
Yeah, that's honestly such a sad reality.
Oo, especially in the Philippines, 'di ba? Ganon. So that's my dream for this country, na ma-uplift lang yung buhay ng mga tao. Ang dami kasing kawawa. Nagwo-work na, you can't see their tamad they're working.
Yes.
Makita mo mga jeepney driver, construction worker, yung mga traffic enforcer, mga nagtataxi, mga nagmomoto-taxi sa motor, yung mga TNVS, mga sales lady, mga cashier, you can't see their tamad.
Yeah, they're working so long hours, minsan dalawa pa yung trabaho nila. And they earn so little.
Exactly.
Because the labor laws here, the wages, they're just
exactly.
so
Sana
low.
tumaas ang sweldo. Yun din. Diba?
And it's good that sinuportan mo si Senator Bam
Of
kasi
course.
support niya yung wage hike. Even si San Kiko,
And not
think
just
so.
that, yung pathway to education ni Bam, at naman si Kiko supporting local farmers.
Yes.
Diba? So these are, alam mo yung dalawang yan na sinuport natin, their platforms don't just cater to a certain political base or color. It caters to everyone.
Caters to everyone, yes.
Di ba pag natapos to, nag-education, kahit sino pwede. Kesa Hodang Pink ka, Duterte ka, Marcos ka, or whatever. It caters to everyone. It doesn't pander to a certain color.
Oh,
diba?
Actually, marami akong nakasamang volunteers.
Kaya nanalo tayo.
Marami akong nakasamang volunteers. Super hardcore BAM.
Oo.
Pero mahal nila si Digong. Tatay Digong.
Oo.
Diba? I mean, it really goes to show that,
our platforms are for the people.
Yeah, education has no color.
Totoo naman.
Food has no color.
Correct.
And I think that's another reason why they won. Kasi yung platforms na were strictly focused on issues that people really felt.
Yes. Tangible issues. Food and education.
And I think that's something we can look at for 2028. Diba? Yung tangible issues.
Correct. Got issues
Oo.
Education, food, healthcare, yung mga talagang sa tao. Malapit sa tiyan tsaka sa puso.
Yes. What are some other reasons why you think we won in 2025?
Youth. Mga bata.
Okay. As a youth.
I'm bordered. Hindi na ako masyadong youth. I'm 27 already.
But saan yun? Gen Z pa rin, no?
Technically, Gen Z pa ako. Hindi ako ganyan din. 1998 po ako pinanganak.
1998. Okay.
Pero yun nga, the youth, kasi marami noon hindi pa nakaboto
Oo.
No, 2022. May cousin ako, hindi pa nakaboto 2022. Pero sumasama sa house to house.
Okay.
Hindi pa siya makaboto noon. Nakaboto na ngayon. Tsaka na-energize talaga ang youth. Talagang, again, the youth delivered. So aside from our platforms, aside from learning from our mistakes noong 2022, it's the youth. And honestly, number 4, I don't know if I can say it, but I'll say it anyway. The fourth is, yung political climate ngayon, mas nakakagalaw tayo.
Yes, naman.
Mas nakakagalaw tayo.
Kasi
Yun na lang sasabihin ko.
The anger's not towards us, eh. And I will end it there.
Mas nakagalaw tayo ngayon. Pero yun nga, youth.
Oo.
I'll give it to the youth.
Hey there, thanks for watching the highlights of the Hey EO podcast. If you enjoyed, why don't you like this video and subscribe to my channel? You may also watch the full episode by clicking the clip in the middle.